Okay, right now I'm pinning on the leader, the back onto the leader. I found the center of my back by folding it this way, and all I did was just crease it, and now I'm putting it on the very center where I've got a mark. And I'm using these very straight, long pins, either the flower head pins or these corsage pins, which look something like that. And since I'm right-handed, I put them in facing to the left, and I always start in the middle. So right now I've got one pin in there to hold it, and I usually work from middle to left and from middle to right. And I try to just keep the pins spaced fairly close together so that where one pin ends, another comes out. And I tug on it just a little bit to keep it straight. This is the back. This back is a yellow woven material, which actually doesn't have a front or back, or a good side and a bad side, if you want to call it that, or top, you know. But normally you put it so the best side of your fabric was face down on the back. Otherwise, when you lay the batting on there, you're going to cover up your best side of your fabric. This has a slightly slubbier side, and I think that is what I'm putting in. It's a nice buttery yellow color. I think it'll go good with my Japanese wall hanging. And while I'm doing this, I'm just giving it a slight tug with each pin going in. I just pull it tight with my thumb, watching my thumb as I poke that pin through. And this goes pretty fast. I can usually pin something like almost a king-size quilt in 30 minutes. And I've tried the basting, I've tried everything else. I've tried the, what I mean by basting is I've tried basting the, what do you call them, the Velcro, excuse me. Tried basting Velcro to the back and having Velcroed leaders, and that takes time to take out the basting later and also to sew it on. This takes no prep time upon the base. You just simply have the back cut fairly square and lay it on here. And in this case, I did not cut off the selvages. They're part of the back that is on here. And the only negative thing about these flower head pins, these aren't the best. There are some probably better ones, but these, sometimes the head pulls off. They work for this process pretty good. They're easy to grab. They're thinner than the corsage pins. Now I've gotten 1/2 of this pinned on, or you might want to call it 1/4. Then what I usually do is put my pin somewhere and continue off the other way. This is a magnetic pin holder. We're going backward this way, so I just have to pull, give a little tug, and pin. And if I see myself getting off just a bit, I just tug it back into place. These pins are repositionable, so if we have a bad back that isn't quite straight, I can either straighten out the back with some, you know, by cutting it straight again, or I can repin it so that it is straight. That's why I like the pins too. And it doesn't take much of a tug, just a little bit to get the wrinkle out. And what we're aiming for is it to be evenly pinned on here from this side and the other side of the bar over there. I'll show you how that's done. Notice how I've got this back leader. This is the take-up roll. I've got it kind of flopped over this top bar, the top roller bar right here. And I'm pinning on the underside of it. That gives me something to work with to pin and hold the leader steady. Okay, and I'm almost done with this side. I think one more pin, right about like that. And now I'm done with this. I'll just drop it down like that, move my machine out of the way, and we'll start with the other side.